It's the AFC West on Sunday Night Primetime, where Patrick Mahomes has 17 touchdowns in his 6 starts against Las Vegas. Can the Raiders slow down the Chiefs superstar? Find out next on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, screen play, McKinnon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty game, getting it done.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 5 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A dump down to McKinnon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind and just let this one go.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Carr now to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out with a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Held the intended receiver once again, and that'll make it third down. He finds McKinnon, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Harrison Butker on the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterback...
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. On first down, Carr. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. The open man here, Renfro. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. That's caught by Jackson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Let's go, baby.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Harrison Butker.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half? Now on 2nd and 16. Carr will swing that out wide to Jacobs. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered. So they elect. From the 38, Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Carr to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the 27, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 13, a minute 56 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need late to try to pull this. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Gets this to Waller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Carr, a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing his Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Carlson down to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, it's Williams, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They run once more with McKinnon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Going for it with McKinnon. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on foot. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4.